Good morning, everyone. Welcome to lesson 124. And the lesson for today is Let me remember I am one with God. Today, we will again give thanks for our identity in God. Our home is safe, our protection guaranteed in all we do, power and strength available to us in all our undertakings. We can fail in nothing. Everything we touch takes on a shining light that blesses and that heals. At one with God and with the universe, we go our way rejoicing, with the thought that God Himself goes everywhere with us. How holy are our minds! And everything we see reflects the holiness with the mind at one with God and with itself. How easily do errors disappear and death give place to everlasting life. Our shining footprints point the way to truth, for God is life. God is our companion as we walk with the world a little ways. And those who come to follow us will recognize the way because the light we carry stands behind. Yet still remains with us as we walk on. What we receive is our eternal gift to those who follow after, and to those who went before or stayed with us a while. And God, who loves us with the equal love in which we were created, smiles on us and offers the happiness we gave. Today, we will not doubt His love for us, nor question His protection and His care. No meaningless anxieties can come between our faith and our awareness of His presence. We are one with Him today in recognition and remembrance. We feel Him in our hearts. Our minds contain His thoughts. Our eyes behold His loveliness in all we look upon. Today we see only the loving and the lovable. We see it in appearances of pain, and pain gives way to peace. We see it in the frantic, in the sad, and in the distressed, the lonely and afraid, who are restored to the tranquility and peace of mind in which they were created. And we see it in the dying and the dead as well, restoring them to life. All this we see because we first saw it in ourselves. No miracle can ever be denied to those who know they are one with God. No thought of theirs but has the power to heal all forms of suffering in anyone, in times gone by and times as yet to come, as easily in the ones who walk beside them now. Their thoughts are timeless, and apart from distance as apart from time. We join in this awareness as we say that we are one with God. For in these words we say as well that we are saved and healed, that we can save and heal accordingly. We have accepted and we now would give, for we would keep the gifts our Father gave. Today we would experience ourselves at one with Him, so that the world may share our recognition of reality. In our experience, the world is freed. As we deny our separation from our Father, it is healed along with us. Peace be to you today. Secure your peace by practicing awareness. You are one with your Creator, as He is with you. Sometime today, whenever it seems best, devote a half an hour to the thought that you are one with God. This is our first attempt at an extended period for which we gave no rules nor special words to guide your meditation. We will trust God's voice to speak as He sees fit today. Certain He will not fail. Abide with Him this half an hour. He will do the rest. Your benefit will not be less if you believe that nothing happens. You may not be ready to accept the gain today, yet sometime, somewhere, it will come to you, nor will you fail to recognize it when it dawns with certainty upon your mind. This half an hour will be framed in gold, with every minute like a diamond set around the mirror that this exercise will offer you, and you will see Christ's face upon it in reflection of your own. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will see your own transfiguration in the glass this holy half an hour will hold out to you to look upon yourself. When you are ready, you will find it there within your mind and waiting to be found. You will remember then the thought to which you gave this half an hour, thankfully aware no time has ever been spent. Perhaps today, perhaps tomorrow, you will look into the glass and understand the sinless light you see belongs to you. The loveliness you look on is your own. Continue this half hour as your gift to God, in certainty that his return will be a sense of love you cannot understand, a joy too deep for you to comprehend, a sight too holy for the body's eyes to see. And yet you can be sure someday, perhaps today, you will understand and comprehend and see. Add further jewels to the golden frame that holds the mirror offered you today by hourly repeating to yourself, let me remember I am one with God, at one with all my brothers and myself, in everlasting holiness and peace. And that is lesson 124. Let me remember I am one with God. I think before I say anything, I'm just going to move on to Tina Spalding's channelings of Jesus. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. Is this not the opposite of separation? This is the prayer. This is the statement. This mantra affirms you are not alone. You have never been separated from the one you call God. You have always been loved. You have always been cared for. You have merely been living in an illusory world where you think you are alone. These statements bring you peace because they are true. This is why remembering that you are one with God takes away the fear and the frantic nervousness of your world. When you focus your mind on the truth that you are one with God, you can see that all the shenanigans going on in the world and say, these are the ego's playgrounds. These are the ego's toys. I'm really not interested in them. You save so much energy by not believing the playground of the ego. Now, many of you get worried when we ask you to focus this intently on God, because you feel as if you're going to lose the world. You feel as if you're going to lose your connection with people, your work, your home, your figurine collection, or whatever else you fear losing. Your freedom, perhaps. This is the clue that these are your idols and are why you came into separation, to chase these things. When we ask you to focus your mind back home on love, back home on unity with God as your focus, you get nervous. You become afraid, and that is your clue. That is your helping explanation, if you will, that you came to this place because you wanted it. Many of you ask this question, why on earth would I ask to come to this place? Why on earth would I ask to come into separation? You know the answer when you get these feelings of not wanting to relinquish something, when you do not want to love, when you do not want to forgive. You see that you value the world. You value hatred. You value your judgments. That is how you constantly choose separation day after day. And these choices reinforce separation in your experience and prevent you from returning to your true home, which is God, which is love. This does not judge you. This merely lets you see what your mind is up to. The face of innocence that you gave yourself says, I am loving. I am kind. Why would I come to a place like this? Well, when you are asked to relinquish this place, when you are asked to love, and when you are asked to forgive and do these lessons, you see another aspect of your mind hidden from you. The world will never ask you to turn to God. The world will ask you to relinquish it. It calls to you, come here, come to me. I will give you everything you want. So you wander into the world, believing the siren song it sings to you. Most of you have lived long enough and had enough stuff, relationships, and pain and suffering to know you lead yourselves astray. These words return you to the simple truth. You are at home in God. You are one with God. God is with you. You are one with your Creator at all times. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you again tomorrow. It is so very hard sometimes to let go of the idea of the things that this world appears to offer, whether it's money or friends or status or experiences. And yet, when we experience that peace and that love of the knowingness that we are connected with God, it is something that we cherish and we never want to give up. I know that there have been those moments when they are considered pivotal here, when we have that sudden connection with a being after we had been fighting, when we are filled with anxiety and suddenly something is said or something happens and we realize that we are one with God and we can feel that sense of overall peace and that overall love. And it's a moment that we don't ever want to lose. The difficulty is this world is like an addiction. And so even when we are moving forward in love, that addiction can call us in and tease us back in for that quick fix of whatever the bling is that it's holding out in front of us. One more won't hurt. One more won't hurt. And so today I encourage you to quiet the chatter of the ego mind a little bit and use the half an hour to focus on remembering the truth of who you are. Be willing to open up to that peace and that sense of connection that we can't get anywhere from this world. Be willing to know your truth, even if it only happens for a moment, and it will take us worlds further than we are right now. May we connect together in this day as we remember that we are all one with God. Have a blessed day, everyone. I'll talk to you later. Bye. That doesn't work.